Most people think eating the exact same lunch every single day is just a boring habit. But psychology sees something far more interesting. Because when a person willingly repeats the same meal again and again, day after day, week after week, it can reveal an entire mental structure hiding underneath the routine. A structure built around predictability, control, comfort, and sometimes even anxiety. So the real question is, why do some people crave variety, while others feel safer repeating the exact same experience every single day? Is it discipline, decision fatigue, a hidden stress response? Or does repetitive eating reveal something deeper about personality itself? Today, we're diving into the psychology of people who eat the same meal daily, and what modern neuroscience, behavioral psychology, and personality research quietly reveal about them. Because this habit is rarely just about food. It's often about the mind. At first glance, repetitive eating seems irrational. Humans are naturally wired to seek novelty. New experiences activate dopamine pathways in the brain. Novelty creates stimulation, excitement, exploration. That's why restaurants constantly introduce new flavors, why social media food trends explode overnight, why variety itself feels rewarding. But some people move in the opposite direction. Instead of chasing novelty, they eliminate it. Every morning, same coffee, same breakfast, same lunch order, same snacks, sometimes for years. And strangely, they enjoy it. Not because they're incapable of trying something new, but because repetition creates psychological efficiency. Researchers studying decision-making have repeatedly found that the human brain consumes mental energy every time it makes a choice. In behavioral science, this is often connected to something called decision fatigue. The more decisions a person makes throughout the day, the more mentally exhausted the brain becomes. And according to research published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology, reducing unnecessary daily choices can preserve cognitive energy and improve focus. Suddenly, repetitive eating starts making sense. For some people, eating the same meal isn't boring. It's optimization. They remove one more decision from life, one less thing to think about, one less variable competing for mental attention. This is why many highly structured individuals develop repetitive routines around food. Athletes, engineers, entrepreneurs, programmers, people working in high cognitive load environments often unconsciously reduce variability in small daily behaviors. Not because they lack imagination, but because predictability feels mentally clean. And this connects to a deeper psychological trait known as need for cognitive closure. In psychology, cognitive closure describes a person's desire for certainty, structure, and clear outcomes. People high in this trait tend to dislike ambiguity. Unexpected situations drain them faster. Uncertainty creates internal tension. And according to studies published in the Journal of Experimental Social Psychology, individuals with a stronger need for closure often prefer routines, predictability, and repeated behavioral patterns, including food behavior. Because every repeated meal creates something emotionally powerful: certainty. You already know how it tastes, how it feels, how your body will react to it. No surprises, no risk. And for some nervous systems, that stability feels incredibly comforting. But repetition is not always about productivity or discipline. Sometimes it's emotional regulation. Researchers in neuroscience have discovered that predictable routines can calm the brain's threat detection systems, especially during periods of stress or emotional instability. As reported in research from the American Psychological Association, routines can reduce anxiety by increasing a sense of control and reducing cognitive uncertainty. That means repetitive eating can sometimes function like a psychological anchor.
Trying a new food feels stressful. Changing routine feels uncomfortable. Unexpected sensory experiences feel overwhelming. And according to findings published in the National Institutes of Health, rigid behavioral routines can sometimes become linked with anxiety regulation and sensory sensitivity, especially in individuals with heightened stress responses. This is where psychology becomes nuanced. The exact same behavior can come from completely different internal motivations. One person repeats meals because they value efficiency. Another repeats meals because uncertainty exhausts them emotionally. From the outside, both behaviors look identical, but internally, they are psychologically very different. And honestly, modern life may be making repetitive eating more common because the average brain today is overloaded. Notifications, choices, algorithms, constant stimulation, too many options, too many decisions, too much mental noise. So when someone simplifies even one small area of life, the brain often experiences relief. This may explain why routine culture has exploded online. Morning routines, meal prep systems, minimalism, habit optimization. People are unconsciously trying to reduce cognitive overload, and food becomes one of the easiest places to create order. But there's also something deeply human hidden inside repetitive eating: identity. Repeated meals often become part of how people psychologically define themselves. The healthy person, the disciplined person, the efficient person, the gym person, the minimalist. The meal becomes symbolic, and once behavior becomes attached to identity, the brain resists changing it.
Because changing the routine starts feeling like changing the self. That's why some people become strangely defensive when others question their repetitive eating habits. To outsiders, it seems unnecessary. But psychologically, the routine may represent stability, control, self-image, emotional safety, or competence, and removing it can feel emotionally disruptive. So, is eating the same meal every day good or bad? Psychology says it depends on why you're doing it. If repetition creates structure without fear, it can increase efficiency and reduce stress. But if repetition becomes emotional dependency, where change itself creates anxiety, then the routine may no longer be serving you. The healthiest minds usually maintain something important: flexibility. The ability to enjoy routine without becoming trapped by it. Because psychologically strong people are not the ones who control everything perfectly. They're the ones who can adapt when things change. And maybe that's the deeper truth behind repetitive eating. The meal itself isn't the real story. The real story is the relationship between the brain and uncertainty. Some people chase stimulation. Others chase stability. Some feel alive through novelty. Others feel calm through repetition. Neither is automatically wrong. They simply reveal different ways human beings try to regulate the complexity of life. So the next time you notice someone eating the exact same lunch every day, don't assume it's laziness or lack of imagination. You may be looking at a person whose brain quietly values order over chaos, certainty over randomness, and peace over endless decision-making. And in a world overloaded with noise, that predictability can feel surprisingly powerful. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe the video.